Looks still kind of dark in here, but I'm gonna bust open this curtain thingy from the dollar store I picked up the other day there, and hopefully this thing will be tall and wide enough for my entrance door there. Hopefully, that is. Oops. Cardboard. We'll see what happens here, guys. It looks pretty long. Might do the trick here. That might work. Just got to figure out what I want to do with these rings. Do I want the rings at the bottom, where it's kind of like upside down? I'll have to figure that out. What looks better. But you can basically see back here. Still, I can see through this alright. We'll see what happens. So that might work out okay for $4. Not too shabby. I'll mess with that in a bit. So, I brought over those power packs, and I definitely want to try these out. Got those from Wish, guys, and then we can put those 18650s to use. Hopefully all goes well. Tilt the camera down so you guys can see this in progress. And I decided I'm going to take Charles's donated batteries and put those in one of these as well. Though I only have 5 of his. That's fine, I guess. At least they're all matching. So, we'll do all these green guys first. So we have all the positives are labeled here, and the negatives are on the bottom. So we're going to try this guy out. See what happens. Hopefully no explosions and fires and all that fun stuff. Oops. Okay, there's a flashing light. LED 1. I don't know what that means. Okay, the light went out. Let's try putting the cover on. Cover goes like this. There's not much of a display for this thing. Okay, none of the batteries are getting warm, which is good. These ones are fairly cheap, $4 off of Wish for a power pack for those 18650s. So it has all the wiring and the kit, basically. You just got to provide the batteries, which I got for free. And it'll be another one of these nightmare cases to get closed or even open it again. So, not entirely sure how to make this thing go. There's a little button in there And I'm guessing that's what controls that LED light. I'm gonna see. LED 1. I really have no instructions, so it's flashing LED 1. I'm not sure what the heck that means. Man, these are tough to seal up. There's a bulge here. Wonder if I have to hold this button to make that light come on. Yep. Lights on. Off. So not quite really sure, but I'm gonna try. Let's go ahead and run an appliance. I'll grab a fan or something. We'll charge off of this. And that way I have, that way we know if this thing works or not. I'll go on the 2 amp side. Fan came on right away. And the LED is flashing. The fan's a little noisy, but that's no fault of the battery. So we're gonna run this fan for a little bit, just to see, make sure everything's working with this battery pack, and then we'll do the rest of these battery packs. So positives are this way. I'm gonna try Charles's power pack or batteries. We'll use his. And I only got the 5, so we'll see how well these perform. And then if I hold this button down, yep, the light came on. It's flashing LED 1 again. Not entirely sure what that is, but whatever. And I will box this one up. And so basically I took free batteries from old laptops that were headed to the landfill and tested them, took them apart, tested them, and now have recycled them, saved them from the landfill. They were still working batteries, and now I have more power, lithium power, in the tiny house, which is kind of nice. Oh, not a big fan of the cheap plastic cases, but whatever. So let's see if this pack works. 2 amps again. There we go. Lights flashing. This battery pack that I just took the fan out of, the light's still flashing for whatever reason. I have no instructions, so I don't entirely know what the deal is there. But we got one more to fill with those pink batteries, and then I'll have a whole ton of lithium packs, guys. I won't have to worry about running out of power. Okay. So the final batch, this guy's still pretty sticky from that material on there, so I'll get him in right away. Positive at the top. This guy's sticky as well. This one will be a full kit with the batteries maxed out. Ta-da! Let's try the light. Yep. Not that I plan on using the light for anything, but I guess in an emergency. Oh, this one actually has a screen and a power button. Okay, so my other ones must have been junk from Wish that I never got the parts for, because I checked the entire box looking for screens and buttons for these things, but they just weren't there. Unfortunately. God, that one does not like to fit. Gotta really jam that in there. A little ridiculous, if you ask me. So I hit that button, that light came on. Now if I hold that button, yeah, the LED comes on. So at least I have some indication of that. I'm not entirely sure what this is. Has no indications. So kind of weird. Except the damn cases are pretty cheap Chinese plastic. But we'll try this one out now. Make sure it works. Yeah, there we go. So the nice thing about these packs, guys, now we got 3, and that light shuts off after a while, after the load's taken off. So each of these packs, I'm not entirely sure the amp hours, because each battery were separate. And well, the one that has only the 5 from Charles actually is labeled, so he can tell me in the comments how many amp hours those would be. But one of these packs should run this fan basically for 24 hours, guys, basically. That's how efficient these fans are. And that's pretty important to know, because in a, you know, if you gotta have some type of fan blowing on you for sleeping in the hot summer heat, or if you need this fan in your fireplace, let's say, which I have 2 of these in there, and the USB plugs are coming out the back, each of those fans can have one of these as a power source overnight, and totally separate from my off-grid system, the solar system, so it's not draining my batteries down overnight. Though those fans really don't put a dent in my battery system, which is really nice, as I tested there in the winter's time sleepover video. You guys can check that out in the playlist. But yeah, so I did buy this one as an experiment early on. This was just it's a double in parallel power bank. This one is more, you know, at least I can tell what the hell's going on. But this one will only power out, it says 5 volts, but it won't tell you how many amps it puts out. But at least with this, with these power banks, guys, I have tons of options now for powering all kinds of stuff, which is great. And that's the main thing. Now, one thing I'm going to do to be safe, now that these are all paralleled together, hopefully the circuit boards in here keep everything safe from overcharging and you know, have their own balance system in there. But I'm gonna put these in that that grow medium in the aquaponics in the back still, while I'm not here, and while these things are, you know, not in use, just to be on the safe side. Now, High Tech Guy Stu says you should actually bury them in there if that's your only option. So that's good to know, guys, for sure, if you're dealing with lithiums. Sand would be best, but like I say, we're just doing experimenting here. And the packs don't seem warm at all, which is good. You always want to check your wires for heat value and stuff like that. So that's good. Everything's good there. So cool. I'll unplug that. And now I can charge all 6 of these power packs via the import right there in the middle. And that's kind of nice because, you know, during the day when you got lots of solar, you just recharge all your stuff and use it at night. And like I say, I can use those little packs to run my USB projection TV, 5-volt powered. The only thing I do want to do is I've ran this for a long time, and I still got to do an overnight test in the tiny house with this thing. But this gets warm, so I want to get like a 3 amp hour USB to supply this thing, or just go ahead and use the inverter DC port, because this little port does get warm. So I don't know how, should I put a fan on that or what, but just to let you guys know. So I'm gonna screw around with that curtain and see what happens. So see you guys in a bit.